guys, what's up? My name's Ines. I write kissing books, and today I'm having a bit of a breakdown, and it's kind of funny. Do you know what makes a rom-com funny? It's not necessarily the jokes. You want to break it down? Let's do it. So, a romantic comedy starts out just like any other romance, and it has the same beats. You still have the ordinary world, you have to have the meet cute. There's an adhesion point, there's the fun and games, a dark moment, a grand gesture, and a happily ever after. All those rules still apply. However, there's two facets of a rom com that make it funny, and these are the deception point and the revelation. Romantic comedies aren't necessarily funny because of the jokes, they're funny because of the deception. Michael Haig talks about how characters are constantly struggling between their identity, who they think they are because of a wound from their past, and their essence, who they want to be once they've healed or learned from that wound. The deception point makes the wound identity really clear because the hero or the heroine, or both, are pretending to be something that they're not in a romantic comedy. They're likely pretending to be their essence, but not their highest form of it. In a romantic comedy, it's often the trope that's the adhesion point, and the trope is the deception. For example, a trope like the bet trope, where the hero, usually the hero, makes a bet that they can get the heroine. Think of film like 10 Things I Hate About You, which is a retelling of Taming of the Shrew. Or think about the film How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, where both the hero and the heroine are both after job promotions, but they both make a bet that they can get the other person to fall in love with them in order to secure that job promotion. The funny parts happen because both the hero and the heroine are pretending to be something that they're not. In the film How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, the heroine, Andy, is pretending to be the worst girlfriend in the world to try to get Playboy Benjamin to fall for her. On his side, Benjamin is trying to get Andy to fall for him by agreeing to everything that she wants to do, which is in complete opposition to his Playboy ways. As the two continue to one up each other in acceptance and over the topness, it becomes funny as we watch these two who are really very similar and would make a really good love match. It becomes funny to watch them try to deny their true feelings. As Andy continues to play the role of bad girlfriend, she is living in her identity and not her true essence. And Benjamin is doing the same as he's trying to accept every crazy thing that she does. He is also living in his identity, which is false instead of his essence. And watching these two identities try to fit into each other becomes funny. Another funny trope is the mistaken identity trope. Think The Prince and Me or Coming to America. In The Prince and Me, the Paige Morgan character, she's not pretending anything at all. She's being who she actually is, which is just the co-ed next door. Meanwhile, Prince Eddie is trying to pretend to be the boy next door, but as his butler comes into his life and as his responsibilities as a royal start to impact his life, it becomes funny as he tries to hide this stuff from Paige to prove he's just an everyday guy who is what he knows that she wants. In the mistaken identity, as well as in the bet trope, you know that there's going to be a reckoning, or rather, a revelation. Once the deception is revealed, that's the dark moment because the hero and the heroine learn that they weren't being confronted with the true essence of the person that they thought they were falling in love with. But the laughs keep coming in Act 2 so long as the deception is maintained. Before we have that revelation of the deception, we're kept on the edges of our seats because it was the situations that they were going through that were funny. It's not necessarily that you have to crack a joke every few pages or every few moments in a romantic comedy movie. It's the situations of the deception that are funny until we get to that dark moment and everything is revealed. Do you want a more in-depth exploration of pacing? You can always try out my Page Turner pacing course, How to Write a Binge-Worthy Novel in 21 Days at AnessWrites.com/PTP for Page Turner pacing. You can also read more breakdowns and chat with others on my free Substack, which you can find at AnessWrites.substack.com. In the meantime, you guys, you go and you get them words, and I'll try to keep it together until the next time that we break it down. I'll see you then. Bye.